You could say that Battlefield 1 is in the midst of a comeback story, but that would imply that it ever actually hit a low point. Either way, what an explosion of active players here on Battlefield 1. It recently hit 50,000 active concurrent players, and that is on Steam alone. This video is brought to you by channel sponsor and partner Apex Gaming PCs. Check out the link down below in the description to get your Apex Gaming PC pre-built and upgrade your PC without any of the hassle and save up to $250 off with code RangerDave on checkout. Keep in mind that here on PC, when Battlefield 1 first launched in 2016, it was only available on the EA Origin app, and the Steam launch didn't come along until 2020. So the game's total player count, which we can't see over there on Origin, which is now, I guess, the EA app, the total player count is probably far higher than what we can see here on Steam with that 50,000. It's especially interesting to note this high player count in Battlefield 1, whereas at the same time, Battlefield 2042 is in a bit of a rough spot once again. It's still in the midst of Season 2's content, but its 24-hour peak of players is only about 3,700 or so. This is partially because people are awaiting the Specialist class update, I think, but also because, from what I understand, a lot of people have been having some hard crashing issues with the last couple of 2042 patches. I wouldn't know personally because, well, I've also been playing Battlefield 1 instead. But what's the cause of this sudden explosion of popularity of a 6-year-old title? There's a couple of obvious answers, the biggest one being a $3 sale on Steam. I mean, $3 is a good deal for even a terrible game, and Battlefield 1 is in fact an amazing game. That makes that $3 a no-brainer for most people. But also just recently we had the release of Netflix's World War I film, All Quiet on the Western Front. That, I would bet, also contributed quite a bit to this sudden explosion of popularity for World War I titles, although Battlefield 1 is not a World War I FPS simulator by any stretch of the imagination. So if you guys are one of these new players enjoying Battlefield 1 but you want to see something a little bit more grounded and realistic, don't forget about the game Asanzo, based on the Italian front of World War I. It has similar game modes to Battlefield 1, just with more realistic gunplay and a slightly smaller player count. Oh, and of course, you don't have any vehicles in Asanzo. You gotta hand it to Battlefield. I just love the vehicle gameplay and how it adds to the gameplay in all of these games. You really can't get that kind of combined arms gameplay in any other FPS to this day. The sum of its parts is probably another big reason why Battlefield 1 is just still so popular these days. The Battlefield gameplay formula was pretty close to its peak, I think, in Battlefield 1, and despite some lingering, never addressed balance issues, the overall Battlefield formula that DICE used for Battlefield 1 just comes together so well. The game is a blast, and if you're just hopping in now, you are in for a good time, but it's the only Battlefield game that my crew has never uninstalled. I know of at least a couple of us that have had this thing on our hard drives since it launched in 2016. That's how good this game is. And although that $3 sale is now over, if you missed out, you are going to want to wishlist it and pick it up over maybe the Black Friday or Christmas sales, because as you guys can see, this game has always been amazing, and with this many players now active once again, we've got years and years of good times ahead of us here in Battlefield 1.
Ah, no, I was just getting field gun. Like 4 field guns for you. God, we attracted at least 7 people on their team, and we still have only taken 1 point.
Never actually saw you, Chris. Someone just spotted you. I just aimed at you.
Oh, it was you, Dave?
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna join our team, or like what is?
Both teams have full currently.
I kind of like this part.
Oh, I parachuted right on top of the flamethrower guy.
Hi, Chris.
I'm gonna leave this lobby. Jesus Christ.
Burn, you bastards! That was incredibly cinematic. I peeked over the sandbags, and there were 3 of them at like 10 feet away crawling up through the grass towards the trench. Alright, that's one down. Come back around for Charlie in a minute. My struts are gone, they're all gone.
Bir asker görüldü.
Some hit players. Oh, the 2 armored cars hit.
What?
The 2 armored cars that Charlie hit each other. Alright. Don't let him get behind me, Chris. It's a, AT cannon attack plane.
Yukarı bakın. Tayyare.
I'm on his 6th at the moment, but he's got flak support. Okay, we got the gun. Great, we gotta go for the gun. Gun's down. Now that plane's gonna get behind us. Whew. Oh man, I cannot believe we survived that.
Hey, pity train.
Pretty train.
Down. I don't even know how it works, but I'll take it.
Welfare bus. I'm driving this train. Let me have it. Give me them immersive controls.
Oh yeah, this guy.
This.
Oh, I got it.
Did somebody come back over here and get me?
Get in the battle train, boys.
Yeah, I think so.
The welfare bus.
Engineer Dave's got this.
Yep. Train's
back and
full.
kill it.
Oh no, it's not.
Honey, we're home. The noise from inside.
Machine gun right there.
Feel like a Dave shooting me back.
Okay. We're just gonna push and cap C with the rest of the train while they're capping A. Better use it. We're just losing it. Wow. That's a lot of grenades. You ready to abandon ship?
Yep, there it goes. Hey, there's cover on the bridge now.
Oh yeah, do we block it?
Train sold. Sound.
I've done my work here.
Sandstorm looks bad. Sandstorm and bloody points.
Insurgency sandstorm.
It's harsher than Darude.
Oh, there's a plane on it.
I'm looking for him. Okay, I see him.
Shadow? I don't even see him. I saw him for a second.
I heard him, and now I'm like, there he is. I'm behind him again. We're both gonna hit a cliff.
Sentry gets up ahead of you. Chris.
Oh, I've seen him.
Where is it?
He bailed! He bailed again!
No, it's the guy.
Where did he bail?
Echo, he's boarded Echo. Single pilot on Echo, alone, scared, ready for harvesting.
Ignore that order.
Enemy machine gun sighted.
It's incredible the amount of revive skips that this team does too.
I know. There's like
3 points, guys. 3 points.
We just played that out
Here,
first.
first aid.
Yeah, we did.
You want those wounds patched?
Fix those wounds! There's some first aid!
Come for you, Chris. Don't you die on me.
Okay, but the corpse is on fire and being watched by a sniper. Probably dead.
Did you see that?
Fix your wounds!
Oh, fuck, man!
I jumped off a cliff, sabered that guy, revived me, and ran away.